Okay, so your question 3 is testing your knowledge of proportionate division. This is actually a grade 8 work, JSS2 work that's been brought into the SS3 exam. Now, we are told that three persons, Ali, um, Musa, and Yusuf, are to share what? 420,000 naira in the ratio. So ratio given to me is what? Um, is given to me 3 is to 5 is to 8. Respectively, will suggest that 3 portions for Ali, 5 portions for Musa, and 8 portions for Yusuf. So the first thing I want to do is to find what is the sum of ratios. The sum of ratio. And how do you obtain that? By saying 3 plus 5 plus 8. That will give you 16. So that's taken care of. Now, you are told find the sum of Ali and Yusuf. Now, Ali and Yusuf. So, in order to waste your time, just look for Ali. So, Ali's share will be equal to what? 3 over 16 times what? 420,000 over 1. So let's do a relevant division here. 4 will give me 4, 4 will give me 140, 4 will give me 1, 4 will give me 35. So essentially 35 times 3 will give me 100, if I'm right, will give me 105,000. Sorry, I'm a no calculator person, so my brain seems to have over the years worked to flow in that manner. Now for Yusuf is what? Yusuf share. Remember that we have no business with Musa, so don't waste your time going to calculate for Musa. No, just that's why you need to read your questions very well. And I want to appeal because I'm going to be taking them. I'm taking them number by number. Do well, go online and get the exact question paper. That's why it's well tagged. Get the exam question paper and flow with it. You get to appreciate. Always read your questions very well. Read your questions very well. Extract the sensitive information there and use that as your decision to know how to answer the question. So this will be 8 over 16 times 420,000. Now, I will start by cancelling this because I see something that I can cancel out here. 1 over 2. 1 over 2 means divide this into 2. And this will simply be what? 210,000. Something is telling me that I hope I have done the right thing. Something is telling me I have not done the right thing here. What's the answer here? Perhaps it's my mind, but I'm thinking that I have not done.
The first one is 78,750.
Beautiful. I had this feeling that because 4 over 16 will give me 104,000. Now these are things that happen to you in the examination and you must look out for them. So this will be 78,000 what?
750.
750. So let's figure out where I made that mistake. Fine. This was where the error came from. This should have been 105.
Yeah.
And please, these things happen. But like I always would tell my students, you should be able to spot out when you've made an error. So this should have been 105. And when the other 4 goes into that, that should have given me okay, just for purpose of okay, let's take this one back. 4 go here, give me that. So 4 into this, so 3 times this, I guess you'll be punching your calculator. 3 times this divided by 4 will give me this value. So check and confirm that what I've done is right. So now it said now sum of their shares will now be sum of their shares, sum of Ali and Yusuf shares will now be equal to. Now I always tell my students switch mode of addition. So I will go this way, which is something I learned in my primary school. I learned this in primary school. And students don't believe that you still can use this method. Hey. So this will give me 288,750,000. So the sum of their shares will be 288,750. Alright, so that settles that for question 3A. We can now proceed to question 3B. So let's look at question 3B. Question 3B is essentially testing our knowledge of indices. We have 2 into 1 over 8 raised to the power of x equal to 32 raised to the power of x minus 1. I will tell students repeatedly that the concept of indices strives on a sound knowledge of prime numbers. The concept of indices strives on the knowledge of a sound idea of what? Your prime number. So if you look at this, I'm seeing twos. So if this will be 2, dots. Dot is one way of saying times in maths. 8 raised to the power of negative x equal to 32 raised to the power of x minus 1. At this point, I can now introduce this 2 is actually 2 to the power of 1. So I can now rewrite this to be what? 2 raised to the power of 1 times 2 raised to the power of 3 or raised to the power of negative what? X equal to 2 raised to the power of what? 5. Now, this comes with having to do this repeatedly. X minus 1, because 2 multiplied 5 times will give me 32. So you try as much as possible to get acquainted with this. Now from this, I will have 2 raised to the power of 1 times 2 raised to the power of negative 3x. This 3 will multiply negative x at the level of index. You can also check my videos, grade 10, on my grade 10 playlist of indices I've done there. I have taken out time to break that. So if you want an in-depth understanding of why this is, you go to my channel, Mamu Jarvis, and clear that one out. This will be 2 raised to the power of 5x minus 5. Draw from knowledge of what? Algebra. Now this will now be what? 2 raised to the power of 1 minus 3x equal to 2 raised to the power of 5x minus 5. Please notice that I have not tried to rush. I've taken time to bring these are questions that can throw your balance in an examination hall. So try to take them little by little so that you don't make mistakes. Now, if the bases are the same, their indices must be the same. So this will be 1 minus 3x equal to 5x minus 5. I've often heard people say you cancel. You don't need to cancel. We try as much as possible in the Mamu experience to keep our work very, very neat and professional. So if the bases are the same, you know that their indices must be the same. It's a settled fact. So this will now be what? Now I have to rewrite because what? 5x is bigger than negative 3x. So I'll rewrite this. And like I said, this comes with experience. 1 minus 3x. So this will now be what? 5x plus 3x equal to 1 plus 5. And that will be what? 8x equal to what? 6. So I divide both sides by 8. I'm going to have that x will be equal to what? 3 over 4. And that settles the problem under this one.